Hello, it's Beth. Um, Ignore that I'm not center frame here, and that this is kind of a weird angle. This is different for me too. I was trying to switch up my craft videos. I just, all I've been doing is junk journals, which is fine, but I wanted to branch out a little bit. Branch out a little bit. Anyways, I've been wanting to make some small curtains for my room, and I thought I could. This is me just like experimenting. I've never done this before. Will it work? I have no idea. But about it, was it like a year ago now? Several months ago, I cut some branches off of the cedar tree we have, and I don't know. I just saved them. Cedar wood smells good. It looks pretty. I just like it. Bottom line. And I had several, and I was wondering if I could like glue them together. And I was gonna wrap this cloth around it. I put a prosperity. What do you call it? Like an incantation or whatever. Because I was gonna try and. And again, new to spell work. I'm being inspired by this book here. And for as much random crap that I have, I like never have any of the ingredients in this book, so I'm improvising. I'm still, since it's prosperity, I'm still using green, albeit this is kind of a minty green. I don't know if I'm gonna use thread. Sorry, it's all unwound. But I have this green thread, which maybe I'll wind on the ends or something. And sorry, I feel like this is a horrible angle of me. And I just want the curtains to be. I just like blackout curtains. I don't like all the light in my room unless I'm working on something. I don't know. Sometimes maybe I'm so weird and quirky, but sometimes I like it dark and I like to have candles lit, and then that's when I want to write. Why does that inspire me? I don't know. Sometimes it just puts me in the mood. I'm like, okay, now I can do this. So there we go. I got the hot glue gun over here, which, what can I was thinking, I don't want to get glue on the floor. That just occurred to me. Let me see. Man, I got this cardboard over here, but I was going to use this for junk journals. Like, I already have a lot of cardboard, but this is just, like, nice. Okay, I'm going to use it, though, because, one, as I've showed you before, I have a crap ton of cardboard, and two, I just need to stop hanging on to stuff, and, like, I need this, so I'm going to use it. I don't know, I'm recording on my other phone, so, first of all, this will be annoying to upload to Google Docs to get on my computer. Second of all, I hope I have enough, like, battery life. I don't know how much more I have. Battery life? Memory. Something that I don't have. And to be quick, like I said, I have hot glue over here because, like, I got out tacky glue, and I thought that would be nice to, like, smooth down the material around it, because my plan is to, like, wrap the material, maybe saying my little incantation, and then, what is my plan? No idea. Oh, the tacky glue, like, it's easier to spread around, and then, to wrap the material around it, I felt like it would hold it down really nicely, and sometimes it'll form around it, and then it will glue, or it will dry hard, you know what I mean? So that was my thinking for that. But I want my curtains, and I want them now, so I don't have the patience for that. Oh, lovely. This glue's... Wow, this glue is sticking to everything. Crazy how that happens. So, how are you today? I'm alright. I'm just, trying to glue sticks together. I want to try making a wand again sometime. Like, I have one, but, I don't know. At the time, I had a tree I wanted to cut a branch off of, but this is just me researching on the internet, and people were saying if you get any kind of negative feeling when you, because you're supposed to like ask the tree like, hey, can I use a branch, and I'm going to use it for spell work, like as a wand. So you let the tree know like what you're doing with the branch, and then asking permission to take the branch. I don't know. And when I went to get my branch to cut off the tree, I asked, hey, can I have your permission to do this? And I can't explain why. I felt nervous all of a sudden. And then I stood there for a moment and I was like, I think that was my answer. It was a no. So, I just used a branch from a tree that we'd recently cut down. If I can hold this together, I don't know if you may have seen it kind of in the background when I do my tarot readings in here. It's, I believe it's birch. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I couldn't do a lot with it because it had already been dried out. It'd been sitting in a pile on the pile of wood for quite some time. So I did what I could. I shaved it down on the tip, and I really wanted it to be more narrow over here, but I just could not achieve that with the little tools that I had. So after some doing and trying to, like, I put notches on here too because I wanted to carve something. It was just way too hard to use this wood because there really was no give. Hard as a rock. Very sturdy. Anyways, so I did like rub castor oil over this, so it gives it that little bit of a sheen. I still like it. It's very, very, very basic. And I know some people say you can paint your wood, or your wands, but I don't know. I still want it to have the naturey look. To me personally, I feel like painting it would make it look tacky, you know? And I don't know if I would vibe with that. So, I did not paint my wand. You know, I talk about things and I tell a story and I'm like, why did I say all of that? I just don't even remember. Oh, maybe I was just talking about why I have all these sticks here. Oh, I was just getting at that I wanted to make another wand. And this time use a fresh branch from a tree I get permission from. And do that. Because I've been kind of piling up with some of my crystals and stuff. Because I subscribe to the Awakening box, which is amazing. So I get a lot of stones from them. And I've got some repeats that I have ordered on Amazon, or I've bought at Earthbound. So I'm like, I could use these for something else, like you know, if I'm making candles or a wand or anything really. So that being said, I wanted to use either wire to like bind my stones / crystals on, or I would just hot glue it on there. Hot gluing a stone to a wand, though, seems kind of like not right in my head. I don't know. I'd want it to look prettier. So I was going in blind doing this, and it was just on a whim. I thought, hey, I could record myself doing a different craft. And I didn't realize I would have so much quiet, dead air. So I will cut that out if I post this. Anyway, this is kind of cute. I didn't intend for the curves to be on both sides like that, but it just worked out. I think that'll be nice. So, I do apologize in advance if by chance you're watching and maybe you're more familiar with crafting and sewing, and like I feel like I have basic, maybe a little bit above basic knowledge with some of this stuff, but I am by no means professional are proficient in any way. So you'll probably like watch me and be like, wow, she's doing this stuff really weird and wrong. Well, maybe. So now, this has my, like I said, this has my incantation on it. And I was thinking, whoa, I was going to just wrap it around, but as I was sitting here looking at this, I want the curtain to hang from this. My window, it's small, and I can't really fit a bar or anything like, like a normal curtain. I can't really do that. So I was going to hang it above the... why can I not think of words? The trim, the whatever, the frame, the frame around the window. I was just going to put it above that, make the curtain just a little bit longer than it needs to be, and then go from there. Because if I make, the standard loop, on the top of the curtain, that's going to cover up all this stick stuff. So do I need this? Why did I pull this out? But now it has my spell on it, so I feel like I need to use it. Maybe I'll just wrap it around where I hot glued it to just reinforce it, make sure everything stays where it needs to be. Because if I put a bunch of work into this and it falls apart, I will be upset. So I better make sure I do a good job. And here's the part where I burn my fingers. Just talking about not wanting to lose the natural look of things I make, and I'm almost cringing wrapping this around. I'm like, my natural wood. See, this would almost look good hanging like this, but what's the point if I'm going to be wrapping my curtain around it? No point in all. So, just stop dreaming. Stop it. I'm feeling ambitious, so with any luck, maybe I'll finish this before I go to a friend's house tonight. Okay, the loop I'm making for this curtain is going to have to be pretty big, because this is looking like... oh, why are you doing this? It's okay, just... problems everywhere. So I'm putting more glue on the material, I'm kind of taking it down the stick. I'm talking about this like it's a tutorial in case things go right, so you kind of know what I'm doing. But that's a joke if things go right. Not in this house! The good news is, again, if this is covered up by a curtain, you wouldn't see the stick part anyway. So I'm going to console myself with that, with this material being here. It's fine. It would have got covered up one way or another. And like I said, the glue, the material, I'm hoping it's just going to help hold everything together. Provided it's long enough to reach each segment that I've glued. But definitely don't take this quote-unquote spell as super real, I guess, because I'm totally a novice. There are so many things I'm doing new, and I swear all the new stuff I'm doing, oh yeah, I'll post that to YouTube, even though I have minimal knowledge on that. Why do I not talk about things I'm actually good at doing? I don't know. I guess where's the fun in that? Because I did that one drawing video, which was nice and all, but I wrote out all my tips, I wrote a script, it was really kind of quick, but it was also, I just felt like there was nothing to it, like it was here's your tips, goodbye. I don't know. That's why I struggle. Like, I like to have a script, but I also don't, because I just feel like you get less of a real sort of take from me, I guess, because I've pre-written everything. But then if I don't pre-write stuff, I stumble around quite a bit. Obviously, I have lots of pauses and whatnot, because I'm trying to think of stuff to say. That doesn't always go well for me. We're still a little bendy, but, I'm gonna live with it. I'm hoping, the glue's still a little warm, so hopefully it'll dry up and then not be so malleable. I don't know, we'll see. So there's my stick with my little spell saying on it that I did get from the spell book. although hers was, I should have altered it a little bit because hers is for taking thread, and making dangly things, and mine's gonna be a curtain. But anyways, I guess we're moving on. I kind of am thinking if I have some cute buttons or charmy things that I could hang down the side. Obviously, once I get my curtain glued together. My curtain glued together. Sewed together. I'll just do I'll quickly show you what I have. This, thrifted it for, do I still have the tag on here? No, I took it off. I'm pretty sure I got this for like $1.50. There's not like a ton here, but for $1.50, not bad. And it's going to be plenty for my curtain. And this, actually my grandmother gave this to me, because I was telling her how I was trying to sew, but I hate wasting material with my, just learning how to sew. I'm like, I feel like I waste stuff, and, material is just so expensive, and so she had like this pile of material. She said, I'm never going to use this. So I thought that was really nice of her, and so now I'm using it to practice, and also, in this case, it's going to be a backing. I want this to be what you see on the in my room here, and to make it, I don't have interfacing to like do a proper like blackout curtain, but I feel like this will do. 2 layers of material. This is pretty stiff, pretty thick stuff, I think. And this is a little stretchy. This will be the only issue. This is stretchy and this is not. But these are the ones that matched, and I wanted to use this as the backing because that goes back to like not wanting to be wasteful. And if you're not really going to see this side, I'd prefer to use material that's not fancy. And even though this was cheap, it feels fancy. I don't know. Also, I just have such a small amount, I don't want to, again, waste anything. This is a no-waste zone. I feel guilt if I waste a single thing. So, I'm going to sew some stuff. I'm probably not going to record it. Like, it's going to be a rectangle. I sew 2 sides together, and then, bada bing, bada boom, we done. So, I will see you when I have everything sewn. Okay, and we're kind of back. Sorry you can hear the air conditioner in the background. I kind of got ahead of myself. Let me move. Ugh. Okay, so you can probably see, excuse me, a hand stitched across the top. Trying to keep the sticks in place. I'm a little concerned because there's one part that's kind of wobbly, a little bendy, not sure how that's gonna go, and I don't know, it just looked kind of plain, so I thought as an accent I would add this little button garland, because as you can see, I have a lot of buttons. They're just kind of everywhere. There's some are from my great-grandmother, some are from my other grandmother, and then just the ones I buy on sale, so they're just, I have too many. So anyway, I feel like this is a good way to use some of them up and make them look pretty. So that's all I'm gonna do. All I'm doing is, I have a needle and thread, and I'm threading the buttons on, and this one I just sewed to the top, like obviously I stitched here a few times, but this one, not gonna lie, I got a little lazy. I sewed like once or twice through the button, and then I just glued it down to make sure it would stay, or I glued it with hot glue. So yeah, I'm gonna finish threading what I have left here, and I will stitch and glue to this other corner. Sorry, I'm like looking at my hands and not the screen. I'm like, oh, I'm not in frame. So yeah, that'll be the last of it, and then I will see if it fits on my window.